Hey everybody! Today I have something a little unusual for you. Not unusual for my life maybe, but unusual for my vlog. In this episode I had a reading done by Christy Levy, who about a year and a half ago began receiving messages from what seemed to be the other side, a sort of a Long Island medium without the accent and the big hair. I hadn't met Christy until the morning of the reading. The more skeptical among us may think that Christy researched me with family names and other details, but my friend Tammy, who knows Christy quite well, assures me that that's not the case, and that it's quite common for her to turn to strangers and say things like, "This is probably going to sound strange, but did you have a grandmother named Irene who died a couple of years ago?" So to help get into the mood of the whole thing, let's switch to a setting that seems more conducive to cosmic communications. Cool. So let's see how the reading went. Spoiler alert, I was blown away by the whole thing. As always, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and if the spirit moves you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.
I'm gonna scribble, see, I can feel stuff already, so it's great. All right, Daniel, you have like a springtime birthday, like soon, coming up really soon, birthday? Okay.
April 17th.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So I know your mother just passed, because we emailed and talked about that. Sometimes that communication at the first early after the crossing, it's a little tougher, a little hard to get. It's almost like there's a transition time that it takes. And so it's interesting, but tell me this, who is there someone, brother or father, someone Tom or like a TR name?
Thomas Robert.
Okay.
My father is Thomas Robert, and my deceased oldest brother is Thomas Robert, but he went by Bob. So my father was Tom and my brother was Bob, even though they were both Thomas Robert.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I've got, okay. And I think I've got dad. Is that Tom, is that name been sort of passed down, maybe your father's father also?
Yeah,
Tom?
his father was Thomas. I think it was Thomas Robert. I know it was Thomas.
Okay. All right. So you have a little bit of a lineage crowd here, I think, with you. Right, grandfather. Who do you know his wife, your great grandmother? Does she have an L name? What's that name? Not Lisa, but it's like Letitia.
You almost said it, Letitia.
Letitia. Okay, so it's like Letty.
That's
Okay.
my father's mother, so that would be my grandmother.
Okay, so that it would have been Tom, Thomas, and Letitia then are together. Yes. Okay, they're together now. Very interesting. Okay. So dad, I'm they're helping me distinguish who they are. Just so just give it a second. It's a lot, it's kind of confusing. All right, so dad Tom has a like December birthday. December,
Wow.
October, he says December to October. So who's George? Is there somebody George?
My uncle George.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I got an October birthday like me. Okay. All right, I think this is what they're trying to say. Okay, so they're all I mean, this is a lineage. You've got a lot of family here. There's going to be something, I feel like they're going to express here that's about this lineage and this family. Your mother. So, is her name or like Mary or Marie? Is it something like that? Something M and Mary? Okay. But I feel like, I don't know if it's someone else or if they're trying to, okay. It's like a Kathy or what is that? Does that name ring any bells to you? Or
Well, my very sweet grandmother, Catherine.
uh-huh.
My mother's mother.
Oh,
maybe.
That's okay, Kat. Okay, that's the connection to Mary Marie. So, like, I don't quite have your mother. It's very, very faint, and it's as if they're with her, just bringing her. Catherine. Let's see if I can get this. There's a surname, I think, to help you connect. Sometimes the references are insane, Daniel. It's a W, and it's like is it Welch or like the drink, like Welch's?
Oh, yes.
Okay. They're just giving me this great, the way that I get these references is hilarious, and it takes me a minute to see what they're trying to show me. Okay, so that's who's here. They give me things that I will recognize, and so I'll say it, and that's what it is. Okay. So as a group here, if they do this, it's going to be strong. The emotion, I mean, obviously so much love and appreciation in this, like, just knowing who you are, and it's like if you were a marathon runner and they're just standing along the street, giving you water and holding up signs with your names on it. It makes me cry. That's the sensation. It's so beautiful. And there's some things that are coming through clearly. Who's Maureen? Is someone that's living?
My youngest sister is Maureen.
Okay. And it's they're trying to give me names that when I can catch. And just they're just so proud of you, and just go. And it is that sense. I think they're giving me that as a sense of giving you an idea that you're not wrong, that this speed up, this run that you're feeling is happening. And the more of them that are transition and have stepped to the side, they don't miss you. They're with you. They can see you. The bigger part of you is with them. There's only this little part right here that's focused, and they're saying, we don't miss you. You miss us in a way, but we're right here, and you can hear us, you can talk to us, and we are just cheering everything you do. And there must be there's something fun that you're doing that they're really loving. Like like that TV show All in the Family? Do you remember that show?
I do indeed.
I mean, that was almost before my time, but I've got a glimpse of that show, and it's like everybody watching that show and just laughing hysterically. That's the image that they're giving me, and they're watching you, they're with you doing something. I don't know, it's like God, it feels like I can see like a graveyard or something, and it's like they're running around, and you're chasing them, and
wow,
and you're chasing them, and they're like playing a game, like you're playing tag.
Well,
and they're like trying them, and their friends and everybody are trying for you not to catch them. Right? I don't know. Does that make sense?
That is so cool. I started when I retired. I retired in 2020, and I started a YouTube channel called Adventures with Hayeski. My last name is Hayes, and the kids always called me Hayeski because I would have the stupid habit of putting ski on the end of all their names. So you might have been Christy Ski.
My father-in-law does that all the time. All the time, everything. He puts that on everybody's name.
It's just a stupid habit, and I just did it. So I became known as Hayeski at Troy High School, my school. But what you were saying, my childhood friend Paul and I, who he's getting near retirement age, and we've kind of reconnected, and we're having, we go on adventures sometimes together. I drive a Model S Tesla with autopilot. Paul and I went around to cemeteries with the Model S because there had been stories going around that the software was able to pick up ghosts in cemeteries. And so we went all around to different cemeteries and weren't picking up anything. And then we went to the little cemetery outside of Schaghticoke, where a lot of my relatives are buried, and the cemetery right next to there. And we started picking up little fleeting images. You would see on your screen, you would see things running by and then disappearing. And then it was so cool. And I didn't know what it meant, but it was so much fun. And so that's one of my YouTube videos that I put up. I think we did that around Halloween, so I put that up.
I've got to go watch this. That is exactly what, like, they're playing with you, right? They're playing with you. Like, it is a fun game. Keep doing it.
It was so much fun.
You're going to, like, more and more and more take, even cameras, iPhone, take stuff and start watching what you get on film, what you see in the phone, but then what later you get on video. I think they are playing with you a lot, and it's like a whole family game.
This is kind of cool in here.
I don't remember this one from yesterday. That's a new path.
It's really great. So
that's so amazing that
it is amazing. I kind of start shaking when I get things like that. It never ceases to just amaze me. Because I see it and I just say it, and I know when I say it, I think this is never, I mean, this does sound ridiculous. And then someone says, oh my God, that's, and it's just, it is mind boggling because it's so easy, because it's just the image is right there. So it makes me, it is really this group with you. So many times I get emotion that overwhelms me and makes me cry. And this did right at the beginning. And then they pulled me right to this humor where it's that hysterical laughter that you have with certain groups of friends. And they're telling me it's this thing that you never run out of things to laugh about. Like it's infinite. And that's what they're doing with you. Like, let's play. So here's what the message is right now. They're going to bring in spirit guides, and it's already kind of starting. But what they're saying is, let me see if I can hear this well. And so it is, you are remembering at a soul level now. You're beginning to remember it, in a sense, like all the meditation, all the things you had an awareness, but now it's triggering memory. You're beginning to remember who you are. So you're gaining this awareness and knowledge, and you're gaining it of what your higher, this life purpose is. And so apparently, as it is with everyone, there's so many things that you've done and learned to do, practiced at, got good at, became more than proficient. It's like almost showing me like awards and things. You've sort of done that, is what they're saying. Does this make any sense to you? Oh, this is really interesting. All right. Okay. This is great. You just said you know, a writer, and that's the awards. And I love this. And so what your family is doing, they're going to introduce, this is crazy, introduce your spirit guides, and they are forward for you right now in this transition for sure. These are the 4. But they're going to introduce them, and so that you can connect and understand, they are going to introduce them to you as 4 characters in a story. Oh my God, this is so cool. They will have a protagonist. Oh my God. An antagonist, a confidant, and the love interest. For you as an author, this might really make sense. That's really cool. I can't believe this is great. All right, let's see what we got. I love your family. They're so fun. All right. Okay, so, okay, this first one. All right, definitely male energy. Looks human to me, but very much like almost like armor, like a knight, even like a shield. It's like, what is this? Shield's white though. It's white. It's got something red, like a red line of some sort, like a red design or something. Oh, there's the name. Okay. Galeas. Galeas. Okay, that's it. That's it. Galeas. And I'm right. It is a knight. And this spirit guide forward right now, but it's been with you your whole life. Galeas. Because oh my God, I'm not a literary person, so this is really cool to me. Because a protagonist in a story has to be someone that takes action. It has to be someone who makes a decision and takes action. They can't be passive, or it's not a very good story, right? I guess is what is being said here. This idea that you take action, and to you do, it's like the word is silly or dumb. You do dumb things. It's like make mistakes, but you also know that you do good things. It's to understand that you take action, and action is what makes the story beautiful. That idea that you do anything that it's all silly. They're saying it's all dumb. It's all made up. And oh, this is really beautiful. Like your family and angels and your spirit guides, he's saying, thank you for being the soul that you are.
That's so amazing. You were saying all about the silliness and doing stupid things. The motto of my YouTube channel is, I do stupid stuff so that you don't have to, because I just go out and have adventures and try out things. And I always say,
oh, that's beautiful.
When I try out something, the worst that can happen is that I'll say, well, that was stupid. And if it is, then we all laugh. laugh at how
Right.
stupid it was, but oftentimes it's not stupid. Oftentimes it's like, wow, this is pretty great.
Right.
You know,
That's what he's saying. It's all of it is silly. Everything is made up. Everything is
nothing
a story.
serious going on here.
Nothing. And so this is that. Okay, here's this next one. Hold on. Let's see what this is. Well, this would be the antagonist in this little story we're getting here. Okay. Okay, also male. This is a little different. Very male, looks like 30s, 40s, maybe. Very purple, like dressed in purple. Wow. Okay. Very cool, even energy though. It's calm, cool, which seems odd for an antagonist, but let's see what happens here. All right. Another G, Germain. Germain. There's more to it. Hold on. Oh, okay. Saint Germain is what this energy. Okay. What's he saying? See what's being said to me here. Hold on. So this is, oh, wow. Okay. Also always been with you, forward now in this really interesting transition you're in, this phase that you're in. So here's what he's saying. The antagonist, this other part of you, this other thing, has to be strong, like to be believable in your life. It has to be powerful enough that it makes sense that there would actually be any sort of a conflict between the like hero, the protagonist, and the antagonist. So this is about, the Saint Germain is about helping you with healing. This is about healing. Okay. So how am I supposed to say this? Sorry, Daniel, there's a way I'm supposed to say this and I'm trying to get. So healing old patterns and limitation. This is this antagonistic power in your life. This one has always been here to anytime that became those limitations, those beliefs became a bit much. Like this one steps forward and it's a like reclaiming your power. This is now you've been little by little putting all of these pieces together, and it's almost like you are writing a new story. You're writing a new book. You're writing something new, and it's time to create your own story. This personal healing of whatever these limitations are, this antagonistic thing in your life. We've all got it. I just love how they're playing it out here. This personal healing, he's saying, what is he saying? Well, it heals all the way through all the generations of your family and forward too. It's this, this healing, and then it moves out to society. It has waves and the world as you start to really see clearly some of these limitations and some of these ways that you have not been able to fully step into the magnificence of the masculine or the feminine side, both energies of you. This is clearing, okay, and no longer letting the weight of any of that from past, generations of your life, parent script, whatever it is, no longer letting that. And so this one is saying to connect with him, this Saint Germain. There's a megahertz, 417 hertz. I say megahertz all the time. 417 hertz is a meditation for you. This is, I don't know what this one is. I think it's got something to do with clearing. And to connect with this one, it is know the name, the Saint Germain, and see as you listen to this meditation, just yourself starting with a purple light that's just at the top of your head. Let it get deeper and darker, and just let yourself be totally encompassed in this beautiful lavender to deep purple light in your meditation, and just stay there. And this is a clearing. Here's another. All right, so this one is confidant. Okay. All right, so this one's very female. You can tell that. So this energy is super ethereal. It's that, like, I'm starting to be able just little by little to recognize these things, but this one is like an angelic energy. It's also always with you. So far, all three of them have always been with you. Like you didn't just bring them in for this stage of life. All right, what is Layla? Layla. Oh, okay, Layla, and that's angelic. Okay, this is representing that confidant. She's the one who is helping you to remember now, to go from awareness to really remembering. When you remember, oh, this is what it is. And protection. And she's saying she's your sidekick. She's your sounding board. She's that. She's not letting you stay into your own pattern of thought. It's, you have to reach for her for this conversation to get these higher level answers as your sounding board. So her message is that lean into it. Don't hide. No hiding. Don't hide your gifts. Don't hide in any way, shape, or form any element of who you are. And you are so much stronger than you think. So much stronger you don't know. Anything in the past that was not good enough or a little embarrassing or a little ashamed of, any of that is in the past, and now is new, and you are moving beyond your limitations. So what is she saying? Okay, let me see. Your vulnerability is one of your greatest strengths, she's saying. She's protecting you. Spirit's protect. There's no need to protect yourself. You're feeling of vulnerability. You're being able to touch that and be that, to give without needing anything in return. That agape, that love, that is your greatest strength. And she's saying she is reminding you all the time of who you are. Meditation to connect with her is 333 hertz, 333 hertz. Do this, think of that, her name, and know that you have to raise up to hear her answers, to ask a question in that meditation and you will hear her. And there's also I'm not into stones either, but there's something about alabaster with her, an alabaster stone. Maybe it's something that you can get at a metaphysical store, but it's something, a way of connecting with her, something about the vibration in that stone and reaching this spirit guide. And she's talking to you all the time. I am sweating. They are strong. They're saying a lot. Whew, okay, that was really strong. If you could feel the energy in that, but her connection to you is really, there's a, wow. That spirit guide of yours, her connection with you felt like, but that makes sense. That was that confident part of it. It felt like your lifelong childhood best friend. This is who she is. Like, just, adores you, knows everything about you. You talk to her about everything. She's, always helps you think through it, remember things. It's beautiful. So this connection is very, very cool. All right. So last one, I think. So this one would be, okay, like the love interest part. Okay. Love interest character. Wow. This is so cool. All right. All I can see right now is blue, like, and it's moving, and it's almost as if it's like a swirl and then a geometric shape, like some kind of sacred geometry, and then swirl and secret. It's like water. Looks like blue water. Is wow. And but then it keeps transforming into things that look solid, but shapes. And occasionally what would look like a person form. It's not stopping. So hang on. All right. SUIJIN. Sorry. SUIJIN. Okay. So the love interest in a story, even if it isn't a person or a romantic thing, like it can be anything, but in the story, it's something, oh my God, this is really cool, that reveals both sides of the hero, of the protagonist, that reveals both sides. So in a story, a human story, that would be strengths and weaknesses. In this story, for you, that doesn't exist. This is about both sides of you, that the adventure, explorer, the compassion, acceptance, the grace, the mercy, the progress, development, the fullness of both of those. And the way to this, through the spirit guide, is to truly feel every emotion. You are beginning to allow yourself to do that. But any emotion, those that you feel are positive and feel good, and those that you feel are negative, to sit with those, to fully explore any part of you that you feel is shadow or dark. And it's here in doing that, that these intuitive and psychic messages and gifts that you have are, they're on the other side of that, and you have more that you haven't uncovered yet. But as the messages come in through these, feeling these emotions and letting yourself feel, even joy and excitement can be uncomfortable for all of us, and for you. Too much feeling good, it's almost uncomfortable, and the same with the negative ones. But to begin to acknowledge when you are hearing messages, just like you are remembering things, acknowledge every time that you do, even if you doubt what it is. There's no way to doubt it. You're not making it up. It's acknowledge these messages, because every time you acknowledge, you begin to do it, you will get more and more and more, and you won't miss anything. It is here. And those intuitive gifts, your ability to it's even psychic, a bit of seeing beyond what the physical reality, knowing what maybe someone is thinking. I don't know what it is, but you've got some sort of kind of intense psychic or intuitive ability, and this, what they said in the beginning, allowing yourself to receive, this is how they're wrapping up. It is allowing yourself to receive, to let messages, feelings, let things come in and fully feel them and hear them and acknowledge it. That's a side of that feminine energy that is important for you right now. This allowing yourself to receive, even on a physical level, to receive gifts, to receive compliments, to receive love. The universe is constantly giving you guidance, messages, love, energy, all of these things. And it's allowing yourself to receive it and let it lift you up and let it propel you forward to discover some of these things that are a bit still hidden for you, these psychic, intuitive things. Are you aware of any of them?
A little bit. Again, I'm getting little glimpses. I would sometimes be in my classroom, and I would think, I'll just make this up. I would think, oh, it's Christy, and then 2 seconds later, you would walk through the door, and I would think, well, I must have heard her voice out there. She was talking to someone. Subconsciously, I heard her voice and knew she was
Right.
coming, even though I didn't remember doing so. But I would get little glimpses like that, and I would almost try to explain them away, even though they were kind of neat and fun.
Right.
My Western mind would say, oh, she must have said something or whatever. So yes, I'm getting little, and now it's exciting. It's now I'm really ready to open up to it. And
So cool. So how do you feel? Did you shift at all? Could you feel any of that?
Yeah, very, very much. I mean, just it was so exciting. The hide and seek, you were getting the image of a cemetery and hide and seek. It was like, oh my God, that is, what are the chances?
And it was the family sitting around watching All in the Family first, and they're laughing, and makes sense to me that it was All in the Family was the show that they were watching, and it was, everyone was laughing and laughing and laughing together, and then like a flip to running around and in a cemetery, and then it was walls and hide and seek and running and just hiding behind trees, and you're trying to catch them and and they're playing games with you, like messing, and you're just like almost like a kid, and they're all focused and playing with you. It's really a beautiful image. And I hope that what I want for you is that you can carry that forward and know, just even from that level, from those that have been physical, that have transitioned, just how much you're surrounded and loved and how much fun everything, is. You have a lot of fun around you, a lot of that excitement. That's not always what I get. So it's actually very, very cool. And the way they laid it out like a story, I loved that. That was so good. My dear, I'm so excited to get to know you. I just, this really beautiful. I've had so much fun, and that was incredible. Oh, your YouTube channel. How do I get that?
If you just go to YouTube and do a search for Adventures with Hayeski, Hayeski, it should be the first thing that comes up. And if you have any trouble, I'll just send you a link.
Okay. All right. I've got to go watch one of these. I'm so excited. All right. Well, my dear, this has been awesome. I can't thank you for letting me in, let me bring this in. If you have any questions, I'll send you this after you watch it. If you have any questions about anything, sometimes I can get more clarity, or I can go back to it and there's more in it. It's very funny. It's not like regular memory. It's burned in a way. So if there's anything you need at all, just reach out, email, or text me, anything like that. I'm always here. I love to talk about it. So if you,
thanks so much, Christy. This has been wonderful.
Okay. I'll meet you face to face in May, and I can't wait.
That'll be wonderful as well.
All right, love. Go have a
Thank you
beautiful
much.
day.
Bye now.
Bye.
This is kind of cool in here.
I don't remember this one from yesterday. That's a new path.
Was this the one where we were seeing the activity before? Or
I
maybe
think
it was
farther up.
further
Like,
down.
yeah. There's a couple spots.